Andrew Tate's grifts to his so-called students in the real world are getting out of control. There is a new one I've learnt of that really shows the hold that Tate has over these kids, to the point where some of them will give him more money for the most absurd and ridiculous things. This grift surrounds this leaderboard, which is to celebrate the longest serving students inside the real world, which you might recognise from its former name, Hustlers University. Seems harmless enough, until you see this, the membership top-up. This is not to literally extend your membership. This feature is to pay money so it looks like your account has been active in the school for longer, just so you can end up on this stupid, pointless leaderboard. This becomes apparent when you actually take a closer look at it. The real world launched in October 2022, making it roughly 750 days since it was launched, and the guy at the top of the leaderboard has supposedly been in the real world for over 3,000 days, the second over 2,000, and the third over 1,800. We can see that a 30-day artificial extension of your membership in the real world costs $46.45. which means that kids are spending hundreds of dollars to make believe that they've been in the real world for years and years. As a result, inside the real world, you can see Andrew laughing that he's ranked 32nd in the longest serving members of his own educational platform, laughing all the way to the bank. We can also see him joking that he might have to sell his Bugatti to overtake the guy on top of the leaderboard, as if to mock the suckers that are actually spending money on this. This is a good example of how Tate uses the members in the real world. Once they spend the $50 to join, they enter into a cult environment and are relentlessly upsold over and over and over. We see this with the Council, which is promoted as an elite group within the real world.
Because the easiest money play in history is to join the real world for $49. Get your tokens and wait for them to go up. Members of the council will get the most. You can join the council via the courses tab.
To join the council costs $1,997, and people are paying it. Tate also uses the members of the real world as cash cows to profit from his crypto scams over and over and over. It's become increasingly clear that the membership numbers of the real world have absolutely dwindled since its peak. So to make up for this, Tate has increasingly used the current loyal members to repeatedly pull money from with worthless bullshit. I understand the sentiment I see a lot, that if they are stupid enough to still be falling for this, then they deserve to be scammed. But with my research I've done of the real world over the past year, I have seen the genuine cult leader hold that Tate has over these people, mostly kids, who were in a desperate situation when they got sucked in by Tate. So I'm going to keep shining a light on this stuff, so more of you wake up and start seeing Tate for what he really is, which I am seeing in the comment sections. And if you do find yourself in that position, you're welcome on my channel and I won't judge you, and you shouldn't blame yourself. To finish the video, I'll touch on the news you all probably have seen of the real world being hacked. It's clear that the hack is real and big. Hundreds of thousands of usernames, passwords, even personal details like emails were leaked. All the private and public chat logs from within the real world were leaked, and Lord knows what they will hold. And for a bit of fun, the hackers changed all the emojis to trans flags, gay pride flags, and fun messages like Andrew Tate loves kissing femboys. There's a good chance I'll do a full-length video on this at a later date, but there is still people going through this data, some of which I'm in contact with, and there is still more and more information being found. So I'd like to make a video when I have a full picture of what we've learnt from this hack. In the meantime, I'll leave a link to a video by No Text to Speech, which is a great breakdown of what we know about the hack so far and why it is far from a nothing burger. But in the meantime, all I'll say is that if you want to be inside Andrew Tate's online platforms, do know that all of your data will be, to quote the hackers, hilariously insecure.